let's get into this package here. OMG. It's hard to see what's in front of me. Look at this. Thank you, patron. I think I know who this is from. Holiday season has come very quickly. I got to be very careful here. We're snipping this open. Don't want to rip it open and ruin the experience. All right, very light wrapping here. Thank you, patron, for this mail opening video. I believe it's the Earl of Drummer. Okay, we're gonna have to dissect this. Tamper-proof packaging from the UK all the way from the Sherwood Forest. I believe this is from the Earl. Could be. What have we got in here? This is something else. Please do not bend. Please do not bend. Second large and some postage from another hostage. All right, let's see what we got in the mail. This was very unexpected. I just want to be so careful with this. Coming all the way overseas. What can it be? Okay. Oh, we got some. What's in here? A letter. Please be a letter. Okay. Brody Alfonso. Oh, yeah. Dig it, brah. Thank you so much for this amazing card. Okay, let's flip this over. We'll get into this amazing card. Very carefully open that up. What is this? Giving nature a home. Moon blazing brown hair. Okay. How cute it is. Thank you so much. We set up the Christmas tree just this past weekend. I was sitting at home like a lump and I'm looking for something to do. So I went out and picked up a Christmas tree. I know Mrs. Alfonso always wants to have a Merry Christmas. So this is the very first card to go on the tree. Dear Brody, apologies for taking so long in response to your very kind letter and gifts. Love the shirt. It fits perfectly. Lots of things have happened in the last year, and so, like Mr. G and other hobbies, MTG and other hobbies have taken a back burner wish list. A back burner whilst I get things in order. I will continue to support and enjoy your content. It's an oasis of guilty pleasure and taboo, my mind off more serious issues. That's what I'm here for, in case you didn't know. I haven't been making a lot of content, but I do enjoy the pen palmanship. So if you want to keep that going, I am game, because this is the type of communication that I really enjoy. It's so much more fascinating than a tweet or online comment. Keep up the outstanding effort and never stop having fun. Yes, we say that here on the channel. If you want to get the fun in your collection, I invite you all to join me, and we're going to do that together. P.S. Enclosed are a few postcards from my place of work in Sherwood Forest. It is from the Earl of Drummer, as well as some non-valuable reserve list cards for your next bottom 10 list. Take care. Thanks, James, the Earl of Drummer. Mwah. Love it. Thank you so much for this handwritten card, and I am going to make sure that I get you back with some pen palmanship, some friendmanship, and everything else. Let's keep it going. The very first Christmas card to go on the tree. Thank you, Earl of Drummer. Let's go in deep and see. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be opening this until Christmas, but you know what? We're going to open it anyway. It's totally fine. Okay, Shazam. Oh, wow, snap. Some postcards. And this looks like the back of a book. Jones Shipping Center, Front Street, Washington. This is the back of a paperback book. I love it. Something firm to support this amazing mail opening video. This is the best mail opening video I've had. Card Kingdom has nothing on this. No way, no how. Okay, let's get into some postcards. Let's take a look at the land. You know, I got to admit, when I started writing to you, I did a Google search on Google Earth to see where in the heck is the Sherwood Forest. It's a real thing. It exists. I assure you. Is this an actual tree? Like near where you're at? This is amazing. Wow, look at this art and the postcards. I wish I could draw like this. I would draw all day for you folks. And I'd love to just sit under the tree. There's me, Mrs. Alfonso, and then over here is Mr. Earl of Drummer and Mrs. Earl of Drummer. We're probably just meeting up for a picnic. Very cool. Robin Hood rescues Marion and defies the Norman. Gratis with number 4, Robin Hood and Little John, or the Merry Men of Sherwood Forest. Holy smokes, this is so cool. I'm astounded. This is going in the game room. This is beautiful. Maybe I'll put it on the Christmas hearth. Friar Tuck Challenge by Little John. Gratis number 5, Robin Hood and Little John, the Merry Men of Sherwood Forest. And another postcard. So this is like when you come to where I'm from, what's the best you could hope for is like oil and gas magazine, maybe the oil field directory, a couple of uh, brochures or like sales flyers. But if you live in the Sherwood Forest, this is a bit of history. I really appreciate this, and I'm very fond of these couple pieces of art. Unlike anything I've ever seen, I like the art strokes. What is this? Good daughter of autumn. Got him. All right, let's break into this. I see a Homelands card right on top. Very exciting. Is Homelands all that exciting? The best thing you could hope for was like an Autumn Willow, but this is the daughter of Autumn. But holy smoke, some reserve list junk. And I love the bottom of the. I'm gonna be right behind you, brother, and I'm gonna be picking up at least a couple of these because if you're sending me this, it's probably something I've missed. Daughter of Autumn has never been kissed. Holy smokes. She's trying to bait somebody in with an apple here. Okay, a 4 mana, 2 green, and 2/4 legendary. So you could play this in Selesnya. This could be your commander if you really want it to. It's probably not a good choice, but for a white, you can redirect a Daughter of Autumn. 1 damage dealt to a white creature. Those who say that Sarah is dead have never met the daughter of Willow's the autumn the have never met Autumn Willow's daughters. They are kind and as generous as Sarah would wish us to be. Gulson, the Abbey Matron. Oh, such a bad card, the Abbey Matron. This is just if I hope you put the best one on top, and then we can crescendo down from there. Better not get any better, because the Daughter of Autumn, oh, she's so homely. All right. Leeches. Do you sending me some leeches? I like it. This is a crazy bottom 10 reserve list hit. I know a few folks picked up some copies. A Homelands card, something on the reserve list that actually is relevant. It's on the reserve list. It's sorcery for 2 white and 1 target player loses all poison counters. Leeches deals the damage to that player for each poison counter removed. It's the only thing that removes poison counters, and secret be told, I only have like just a couple of copies of this. So this will even make up a play set if at best if I have 3 copies. No, I might have a couple more. Phantasmal Sphere, just a weird card, right? The Phantasm 0/1 with flying. So you get a 0/1 with flying for 1 and 1, a blue and 1 at the beginning of your upkeep. You put a counter on it. During your upkeep, you got to pay 1 for each of the counters. If not, you got to get rid of it. So you get a flyer for 2 mana, and then if it leaves play, you get an orb token. It goes under your opponent's control as a star blue creature, where star is the number of the 1/1 counters on it. So I don't know when you're going to want to give this to your opponent. Maybe in like a creepy Oath of Druids deck, where you're not going to pay the upkeep. You're just going to cast the sphere, give your opponent an orb, and then Oath of Druids is going to proc, and then you're going to go search up a Blightsteel Colossus. There's no other way this could be good. Best I can do. The Gargantuan Gorilla. See, Greg Simonson, there's a folk in Magic that got really kind of tired of these gorilla arts, and there's actually a whole Reddit list on this gorilla type. There's no flavor text on this, but I like the Alliance's gorilla art. There's all kinds of them. There's like the Mox Monkey. There's plenty of these monkey tribe cards, right? Can you say that? Monkey Tribe, summon Gorilla during your upkeep, sack a forest or bury Gargantuan Gorilla. Gargantuan Gorilla deals 7 damage to you. If you sack a snow-covered forest this way, it gains trample. Good proc for snow-covered forest. You get a 7/7 trample for 7 mana, not that good. But like in the days of alliances, this was like the best big green creature that was offered in Magic. Tap the Gargantuan Gorilla, deals an amount of damage equal to its power to any other target creature. It fights it. That creature deals an amount of damage equal to its power to Gargantuan Gorilla. So it's like one of the early fight cards. But like rather than nowadays, they say target this creature fights another target creature. They have like 4 lines of text that describe the fight mechanic for the Gargantuan Gorilla. Floodwater Dam. I'm a fan of the Dam cards. XX and 1, tap X target lands. It's a reverse Candelabra, the Floodwater Dam. Is there multiple copies? Yeah, and a Velt. Oh, goodness gracious me, boy, oh my. When I was growing up and cracking Revised, and then there was no more Revised. It was it. And there was Ice Age, and they're like, don't worry, dual lands are going to be back in Ice Age. Don't worry, we're going to get just the same thing in an Ice version. And this is what we got. We got Velt and River Delta with depletion counter lands. If there's a if there are any depletion counters on River Delta, it doesn't untap during your untap phase. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove a depletion counter. You tap it, you add a blue, put a depletion counter on it. So the depletion lands, like they don't enter tapped, but like the art on it, you're like, cool, a mammoth. I'm liking the mammoth cards. You know me, I'm very pro elephant tribal these days, but the depletion lands were just so bad. It doesn't have any super type. It's just land, Velt, River Delta. Uh, maybe one day the depletion lands would be good. If you can play this with, say, like Phyrexian Unlife, where your stuff can't get counters, then this straight up becomes a regular dual land. So, like the depletion counter, it could be not a downside if you can find a way not to get counters. Phyrexian Unlife, maybe there's a card that doesn't allow counters to be put on your stuff. River Delta Velt, part of the Ice Age cycle, some just stinkers. Like this package, it's got a particular odor because and to protect yourself from that odor, you got to try the Spirit Shield. Okay, 3 mana. It's an artifact from Fallen Empires, the worst set in Magic the Gathering. 2 mana, tap it. Target creature gets O2 as long as Spirit Shield remains tapped, and you can choose not to untap it during your untap phase. At times, survival must outweigh all other instincts. A stinker on the reserve list. I gotta say, the art is awesome. These cards are more than welcome, and I will promise to give them an excellent home here in my bottom 10 of reserve list cards. Is there anything I don't have? Honestly, the Gargantuan Gorilla, I'm going to have to look into that. This might be a first. It's something I've often overlooked, and I'll probably need one in the collection. These are all great reserve list stinkers. I want to thank you so much for the Christmas cheer, and I'll be looking to write you back very soon and include the latest edition of the Brody Patreon shenanigans that are coming up. I can't say too much, but I really appreciate you. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everybody watching. Have a nice weekend.